Hi, my name is Jennifer Mullins. I'm the owner of Mullins Tutoring Incorporated, and today I'm going to review a word problem. This word problem comes from the ASVAB exam. A rectangular field is 900 yards by 240 yards. What is the greatest number of rectangular lots, 120 yards by 60 yards, that it can be divided into? So we want to look at this and translate this into an equation. By means I'm going to be multiplying. When I put this in equation form, it's going to be 900 yards times 240 yards divided by, because I want to know how many of these smaller fields can fit into the larger field, 120 yards times 60. And the reason that we're using parentheses is we want to do the operations in order. So we want to multiply, multiply, and then divide. I'm going to take 240. I'm going to multiply by 900. Now instead of putting the 9 right under the 2, I'm actually going to put it under the 0. Put the 2 zeros here instead of having rows of zeros. I see I have 2 zeros here, so I'm going to put 0, 0, because 0 times 240 is 0, 0 times 240 is 0, 9 times 0 is 0. 9 times 4 is 36. Bring the 3 up. 9 times 2 is 18, plus 3 is 21. So I have 216,000 square yards. Now the next thing I want to do is multiply. We're going to be dividing that. 120 times 60, and I'm going to do the same exact format. 0 times 120 is 0, 6 times 0 is 0, 6 times 2 is 12, and 1 over, and 6 times 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So now I'm going to divide 216,000 divided by 7,200. So when I'm going to put this actually in fraction form first, because fractions are just another way to show division. The first thing I'm going to do is I have 2 zeros in my denominator. So I'm going to take out those 2 zeros, and whatever I do to the bottom, I do to the top. So even though I have this other 0 up top, we don't have another 0 in the denominator, therefore we cannot get rid of that. So now we have 2,160 divided by 72, which just makes it a little bit easier. So I have 72 into 2,160. So I'm going to use front-end estimation. Front-end estimation is where I just look at that first digit, the 7, and the first 2 under the division sign. 7 can go into 21 3 times. So that just gives me a starting point, so I'm not just spending time guessing. So I'll take that 72 and multiply that by 3. That gives me 6, and 3 times 7 is 21. So 3 times 72 is 216. I'm going to bring down my 0. And the other thing you can do as well is just bring your 0 up. If you just have zeros in the bottom. Remember, this 0 is part of the answer, so we're going to put the 0 up here. So there are 30, it can be divided 30 times into 30 fields once we did all that work. So we translated the word problem into a number sentence. We did the multiplication, and you can just put the 900 right under the 240. I just find this to be easier instead of having rows of zeros. We multiplied 120 times 60. We put the 216,000 in fraction form divided by the 7,200. Canceled the zeros, the 2 zeros, because that's all we had in the denominator, and then we divided 2,160 by 72, which gave us the 30 fields. I hope that this was helpful. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel for any upcoming videos or anything you might be interested in. Please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.